Hello students, welcome to today's class. In our previous class, we looked at the topic Importance of Civic Education 1. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at the topic Importance of Civic Education 2. In this lesson, we're going to be focusing on national consciousness. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of national consciousness, integrity, and unity. Also, you should also be able to explain some of the hindrances to national consciousness. Let us first of all look at the meaning of national consciousness. National unity refers to a feeling of being united as a country, especially when different cultural groups make up the country. It means harmony or agreement between people or groups. To promote national unity, there should be constant practice and conscious effort in correcting those that flout the honor that the nation deserves. Let us now look at how to promote national consciousness. The first way is through establishment of Federal Character Commission. In cases where one particular section of the nation edge over others on the distribution of position, education, amenities, etc., the Federal Character Commission was established in 1996 to ensure even distribution, that no one particular section of the country is marginalized. What national character simply means is kind of a commission that organize how positions, education, amenities, development, and so on and so forth are evenly distributed across the nation, so that one part or one section of the country do not have more than another part or another section. But when this is done, it enhances national consciousness, because national consciousness has to do with the citizen of the country having the feeling of being proud about their country and also being ready to defend their country at any time. It has a way to enhance unity, it has a way to enhance integrity. It also has a way to enhance peace and harmony. The next one we'll look at now is introduction of NYSC. NYSC was established in 1973. This was after the Civil War. The introduction and establishment of NYLC allayed fears by helping to foster and promote national unity. NYLC was actually established to reunite the country after the Civil War, between the eastern region and the other part of the country. It became important for the government, the federal government of that time and period, to establish a program that will bring all youths across the country together. And NYSC was introduced, which is known as National Youth Service Corps, to unite the country. Number 3 is provision of infrastructure. When Nigeria can boast of adequate provision of social amenities and infrastructure in every part of the country without neglecting any area, then all citizens will begin to see themselves truly as Nigerians. So when the government of the country begin to improve on infrastructure by ensuring that everything that is needed in the country is provided, then every one member of this country will become very proud, and that will also enhance the national consciousness. Establishment of Unity School in Nigeria. The presence of Unity School, federal government college in different parts of the country, brings together different children from various ethnic groups across the country, irrespective of their state of origin and their religion. So when you also have a school like Unity School established by federal government across all the states. Children across the country, they come in to attend, and with that they begin to start getting to know themselves and also to get along. The history told by their parents might become different after they have experienced themselves, and as such, whatsoever feelings that one was having towards another tribe would have be cut to size. Number 5 is promotion of masses oriented programs. Programs such as universal primary education, which later changed to universal basic education, trust fund, and the sustenance of petroleum subsidy are all examples of masses oriented program, though at the moment petroleum subsidy has been removed. So when you also embark on such programs that enhances the lives of the ordinary people in the street, when the government become very concerned about how the average people, the ordinary people in the street are living, and then programs are now a kind of established to make life easy for that man, that woman on the street, they become very proud about their country, and as such it enhances national consciousness. Number 6 is other ways to promote national consciousness include sustenance of civil rule. So civil rule basically is that kind of rule that allow the citizens to really express themselves. It really does not deny them their fundamental human rights, unlike the military rule. So the only way people can become proud of their country is when civil rule is being sustained. Organizing national cultural festival. When there are also national festival where people come together, like Festac, it brings people together across the nation. At that time, people get to know themselves. People also feel this better feeling about their country. That also enhances national consciousness. Encouraging inter-ethnic and inter-tribal marriages. When people across the nation begin to get to marry themselves, like the Igbo marry the Hausas, the Hausas marry the Yoruba marry the Bini, the Akoko Edo, different tribes. If intermarriages is encouraged, then you start seeing that the more everybody gets to involve through marriage, and then you now bring up children who are a kind of mixed tribe. As such, everybody begin to start feeling being one. The feeling of oneness will immediately come up. And as such, a child who has a mother, an Igbo mother, and has a father, an Hausa father, if you are bringing up issue between these two tribes, you want to stir up fighting or quarreling or war between the Igbo and the Hausa, that child will not support such, because he knows the Igbo are his family, the Hausa are his family. So intermarriages can go a long way to solve this issue of tribal crisis, and also can bring about national consciousness. Promoting equal economic opportunities. So when equal economic opportunities is also given to everybody without bias, it also have a way to also promote national unity. Then number 10 is providing equal access to representation in government. You see today now that if the president want to appoint ministers, there are quota or allocation sent to each state to send in one person, at least one person or two across the state must be sent in to become a minister. So that as a way it also help to enhance national consciousness, because everybody have equal representation in government. But when that is not so, then you start seeing the feeling of people not being happy. We want to look at the hindrances to national consciousness. One of such hindrances is ethnic diversity. There are many ethnic groups in Nigeria, A member of a particular ethnic group tend to be loyal to their people in government. So ethnic diversity is one of the issues that is affecting national consciousness. Another one is language diversity. This is closely related to ethnic diversity, with over 400 languages, and this leads to an obstacle in communication among the citizens. So when there are a lot of languages, it brings up issues as to how people communicate, barrier and obstacle in communication. Number 3 is structural imbalance. There is a structural imbalance between northern and southern Nigeria. The northern part of Nigeria has more political power than the other part of the country. So when there's also structural imbalances, it also has a way to affect the way people feel about their country. Don't forget that national consciousness is actually the feeling that people has about their country. It could be a feeling of being good, it could be a nice feeling, it also could be a bad feeling. Then number 4 is revenue allocation. The different parts of the country are not equally treated when it comes to revenue allocation. So all countries must be treated. You shouldn't give 1 to state A and give 2 to state B. So equal distribution of allocation should be given to all states across the board. Youth restiveness. This is caused by hungry youth who are unemployed and sometimes used by greedy and selfish politicians, so create tension among citizens for their interest. So youth restiveness is another issue that that cause hindrances to national consciousness. When youth are not employed, they are hungry because they don't even have employment, they are hungry. People take advantage of them and begin to use them against the country. Number 6 is nepotism. This occurs when people favor their relatives above others in terms of employment, award of contract, etc. It is similar to tribalism. Nepotism is another problem. Situation whereby you apply for a contract or for a job because you are not a particular tribal speaking indigene, you are denied that job, even if you have the required certificate, you have what it takes to be employed, but you are denied simply because you cannot speak a particular language, or you are not a relative or a brother of a particular person. That also can have a way to affect national consciousness. Another one is corruption. The giving and receiving of bribes for service makes it impossible for those who need that service to have a level playing ground, thus robbing them of their right to equal treatment. Corruption is another problem, which is the major problem of Nigeria. Giving and receiving of bribe for service. You can imagine you want to get a job, somebody is asking you to bring money. They are not looking at your certificate, they are not looking at your knowledge, whether you have what it takes to discharge in that office, but they are just after money. And then when you give them money, they give you the job. It's end up in disaster and mismanagement of offices like you see all over the country. All of these and more are the hindrances to national consciousness. This is all we are going to take